Welcome back everyone to another real estate market update. And December is all about getting back to routine. So as we are doing that, the question on so many people's mind is, did our real estate market settle down in the month of August? In this market update, you will learn exactly how the Calgary and surrounding area markets completed their summer months. August was another stellar month for Calgary and area real estate. There seems to be no real indication that we will revert back to historical normals just yet. The entire year has exceeded the expectations, and it did so once again in the month of August. Well, let me tell you the sales summary here. August finished with 2,151 sales for the month. This was a 37% increase from the last year and also from 2019. In fact, this was the third best August of all time. Looking at this graph from Calgary Real Estate Board, you will hear me calling them crab. You will see how special the month was when compared to the last 15 years. And yes, this represents a drop in a sale from previous months, but that is to be expected due to regular seasonal adjustments. We continue to record a sales per day pace of about 70 total properties, although it is down from over 100 per day at the peak earlier this month, but it is still a pretty fantastic number. And to put this into a little bit more perspective, when I look back past historical highs we experienced earlier in 2001, August 2001 sold more homes than any month last year, more than any month in 2019, and more than any month in 2018, 17, and 16. And I had to roll the data back all the way to June 2015 to find the month that beat this month's total sales. Well, despite us slowing down a bit from July, we are still experiencing an incredible pace in relation to the most of the last 6 years. As you expect, the various property types are acting a little differently, but all positively. Detached homes had 32% increase year over year. Apartments experienced 49% increase. Semi-detached 25%, and the row home experienced an incredible 59% year-over-year increase. Well, the Calgary is a major market center and contributed to 74% of all sales in August. But there are positive stories happening in our surrounding regions as well. Well, let me tell you the inventory story. We started the month of August with 6,680 homes on the market, and we finished the month with a total active inventory to 6,053. That is a huge decline. We currently sit with 7% less inventory than we did last year, which is less than 2019 and much less than 2018. And as you look at this 15-year crab graph, you will see that these numbers remain in line with the historical average. There is certainly not lots on the market, but we are not in a position of scarcity either. We ended up listing nearly 10% more homes than the last year, totaling of 2,822 new listings in August. But despite that, we saw a significant 600 home decline due to the continued pace of sale, and at this time of the year, we do naturally see more homeowners take their non-selling homes off the market for the time being. Detached homes are sitting with 14% less inventory year over year, semi-detached are 10% less, row homes are 5% less inventory than at the same time last year, and the apartments continue to be only product type with 7% more active inventory than at the same point last year. The story is a little bit different in our surrounding markets. Their total active inventory is much lower than it was at the same point last year. Well, it's a time to paint the pricing picture. The average benchmark sales price in August was $459,600. That is a year-over-year increase of 9.4%. So yes, this remains a great news story for Calgarians. Now, we did drop slightly from our peak recorded the last month of $460,100, but it is nothing really to worry about. It is natural as we roll out from our peak selling months to start recording a slight easing in benchmark sales price. I expect a month-over-month drop each month now till we cross through into next year's selling season. It is a part of a real estate cycle. So here is the breakdown for each property type. Detached 10.6% increase, semi-detached 9.9%, row homes 8% gain, and apartments 2.3% increase. So here is the graph that shows how this has changed across various districts in the city. Again, all green arrows, all positive signs, and it is quite consistent. The lowest performing district is city center, and that is because it has the highest concentration of apartments. When talking about the benchmark price, another very common question I get is, what sort of a deal can I expect in today's market? Well, this is certainly impossible to predict, as every area, price range, property type, and of course seller will treat an offer differently. But right now, as a whole, we see 97.8% final sales price to current list price ratio. That is about the same as we did the last month. This simply means that it is a safe assumption that a new home to market, priced fairly, will sell for a few percentage points shy of their list price. So things remain pretty tight, and this is further emphasized in a continued strength of another very important metric, and that is a sales to new listing ratio. This continues to be over 75% as a citywide average, with some property types like detached and row homes being well over 80%. It even further demonstrates the strength and relative tightness of our market. Earlier I mentioned that inventory being quite low in our surrounding communities, but we also see very high sales to listing ratios around Calgary too. Even though summer is over and the main selling season is behind us, our real estate market remains busy. Homes will hit market and sell in a very short order for the most parts of Calgary region. This has us as a whole with the current days on market average of 42. That is 20% faster than at the same time last year. So what does it mean in a summary? Well, if you wanted things to slow down, they aren't. And there remain massive interest to trade up, trade down, and continue investing in the real estate. And there continues to be consistent outside of our market investment interest from GTA, Greater Vancouver, and beyond. Calgary remains one of the most affordable metropolitan centers in all North America, and we are finally seeing a long-term confidence we have always believed in our market deserves. I expect to continue having tremendous year in a Calgary and area real estate. So, if you need any advice about your specific situation, please reach out. And if you have reached as far to this point, thank you for staying with me until the very end of this Calgary real estate market update.